You have been called to attend an interview for the nursing and midwifery training interview that is coming very soon to ascertain or to give what the panelists or the schools reason to admit into the various nursing and midwifery training colleges in the country. Yet you don't know how to prepare very well before you go in for this interview that very day. In this video, I'll be taking my time to break down or to teach you how you can prepare adequately well for this particular interview, the things you need to do and the things that you need not to do when you go in for the interview that day, and how you can beat the panelists to help them or to allow them or grant you admission to their various nursing training colleges in the country. My name is Desmond. You can call me Don Holy. I'm an educational coach. I guide students that want to apply to teacher training college, nurses training college, or any of the universities in the country. And then I tell all of the forms as well. If you want to buy teacher training college form or any of the university forms, you want to do your best certificate, you want to do your traveling passport, or you want to check up your results, pick up my number displayed on your screen and contact me. So I'll take you through the process. You're just a DM away. That's all right. Let's dive deep into the video now. Now, for you to be able to go for the interview and A your games, have it in mind that you're not going in for the interview just to go and be opening your mouth and closing it. Answering and nursing and midwifery training interview goes beyond what opening your mouth and closing it and voicing out what noises. The reason I said this noises is because some of you, the questions that they ask you probably do not have an idea about it, but since you do not prepare very well, you cannot be the panelist. Try and prepare adequately well. Going for the interview that very day is not all about opening your mouth and closing it and voicing out noises. No, it's prepare very well. When you go in for the interview, if you know that you have low confidence level, hence if you've been asked a question, you will be panicking because fear will grab you and you automatically start shaking. Prepare very well. Pick up likely asked interview questions. Put yourself in front of the mirror. Start answering it just like the way I sat here and I'm advising you. You're watching me. Do the same thing. Put yourself down. Answer it. If you want to see how you will perform during the interview, set your phone down as a camera. Put it on yourself and try and answer the question. When you're done, you go back, watch the video and see why have I gone wrong. Is my grammar on point? Then you do all those corrections even before you meet the panelists. So when you go and they're intimidating you, you have the confidence to face them and answer the questions boldly. Have it in mind that some of the panelists are going to intimidate you. That one is a true fact. So you prepare adequately well before you meet them. Those intimidations and those hush shadow be on you will all be going away. And then at the same time, some of the panelists, you would not even finish answering the question. They'll give you a different question. So if you did not prepare very well, if you go there and they're throwing the questions around like that, because it's not one person, it's not two people, there are 3 or 4 people or 2. This person gives you a question, you're about to finish, the other person throws another question. So if you did not prepare very well, it will go against you. Personally, I prepared a book that I recommend to you titled Ultimate Nursing Guide Journey to Nursing School. It teaches you basically everything about nursing and midwifery training interview and the program they are going to offer as well. There's interview questions there with answers, there are aptitude tests there with answers, there are likely basically it covers every single thing that you need to that prepare you adequately well for the upcoming nursing and midwifery training interview so that you can easily gain admission to the nursing and midwifery training school. There's a link in the description box. Click on it and buy it online or pick up my number displayed on your screen. Contact me and buy a copy of the book for yourself. It will go a long way to prepare you very well so that you can also be the panelist and gain admission to the nursing and midwifery training school. The second point on my list is be punctual. All right, be punctual. Some schools would offer you accommodation, especially the ones that have hostel facilities. You can go there and go and stay over the next day, then you go in for the interview. Some of them do not have hostel facilities. Schools like Tishi and then schools like Pantine, they do not have hostel facilities. Hence, if you apply for that school and they call you for an interview, you need to wake up very early and start your journey and go and meet your panelists and answer the interview questions. They are going to give you time. They're supposed to be there by 7 a.m. Even though the panelists will come or the judges will come around 8 o'clock, you need to be there before time. You don't know what will happen. They can be pre-informed sessions that the principal of the school would come and guide you, because you guys are many and the interviews will have to be conducted for each and every single person. So long as you have applied for an admission, you would be called for an interview even though if you do not qualify. So once you apply for admission, please prepare adequately and be on time. Do not wait until the last minute and then you go there, you've not familiarized yourself with the environment, then you go there and then you don't even know what you are doing. So you are literally confused within yourself before you meet the panelists. So if you meet them and they are putting the pressure on you, then everything in your mind will vanish. The next thing on my list is avoiding your colleagues that have already been interview questions. Okay, so you've been there, you've seen that your colleagues have gone inside, they came back and then they're asking them questions. You've actually prepared from the house. Now you've asked them the question and they probably give you you a question that were not asked, or a question that have been asked and you do not learn it before coming, and then you crash to go and read about it, you get yourself confused. Okay, so if you know that that is the kind of person you are, please do not wait for the last minute. Buy a copy of my book, Prepare Very Well. If you can't buy, please find resources online, learn before it's time for the interview, so that you do not go there and go and be rushing around. What question question did they ask you? What question did they ask you? You get yourself confused. Okay, so prepare adequately well before you go in for the interview. The interview is not difficult, provided you made it undifficult for you. Some people it will be difficult and it will be intimidating, but if you prepare very well, you would not face any challenge. The next thing is, when you go there, please comport yourself. Okay, probably someone may be there that would do something that will offend you in a way. Make sure that you comport yourself. Those of you that are quick tempered, do not take your temperament to that place. If you take it there, probably it may go a long way to affect you. Try as much as possible to be neat. The dressing code will be coming up soon, so there's a link in the description box. Watch it and see how you can dress appropriately well for the upcoming nursing midwifery training interview that will be starting soon. The next point on my list is when you go there and the place is nasty, like the place wasn't clean up before you go, try as much as possible to clean the place. You are going to be a health professional, hence you need to be extremely neat. If you go there and the place was dirty, messed up, and you go there and you go in a mess, what are you trying to convey about yourself? Literally, you're trying to tell everyone in the environment that you are a dirty girl, you are a dirty boy. Try as much as possible to keep the environment clean. Ask for brooms around. If there is none, visit the security post, pick up a broom, come and clean the place. Even when you are doing that and the interviewers come and they see you alone, it gives them a different impression about you and different perspective about you. So giving you admission is very, very easy. The person can just walk towards you and ask you, what is your name? You mention your name and automatically your name has already been captured, so you gain an automatic admission with no effort. I've seen this several times that people go in for interviews just by the environment was messed up, they clean it, and then automatically they've gotten whatever they are in, whether they are there for a job, they are there for interview for school or anything like that. They gain an automatic admission or automatic job. That clearly have to come to how humble you are. If you are very humble, you go and then do that and make sure that you follow instructions, because the principals will come and guide you on what to do and what not to do. And if you go there, please try as much as possible to respect each and every single soul you see, no matter how dirty, low class the person is before you. Try as much as possible to respect every single person, because you never know who you are meeting. So if you feel not to respect anyone, then I'm sorry to say you are not in for the job. The next point on my list is, if you have been called, please try as much as possible to knock the door before you enter. Don't just go, they call you, blah, you enter. No, try as much as possible, knock the door, wait for a response. If you knock first, there was no response, knock again, there was no response. You never know, probably they are collating someone's results. Okay, so it will take some time for them to respond. So you knock for the third time and then they will respond. If they respond, then you enter. Okay, and when you go inside, please do not sit until you have been offered a seat. You are not going there to go and sit, you are going there for an interview. So if they do not offer you a seat, please do not sit, keep on standing. And if they want to ask you the questions whilst you are standing, let them ask and answer them in good faith. Try and be gentle, give them smiling face, give them reasons that Charlie, you are ready for the job. All right, and if you have been offered a seat, please sit gently. Some of you, excuse me to say, some of you ladies don't know how to sit, so they just offer you a seat and then panya, you sit down. How? Who does that? No, like sit like a lady, close your thighs, sit the way when you guys are sitting, you just pull up your this thing like this, and then it looks very nice and very attractive, you know. Then you do like that and have a seat. Charlie, you are good to go. And the next point is, any question that is being asked, please first of all thank the judges, okay, or thank the panelists, give them smiling face. I always say, if you ask questions, you control the interview. So as much as possible that they are the ones asking you the questions and everything, try as much as possible to ask them questions. And if you go in for the interview, please try as much as possible to have a question to be asked. Try and have a question to be asked. You can go and they will finish interview and they'll be like, do you have any question for us? Then be like, no. How? Try as much as possible to have questions that you can ask them the question, and then they will answer you in good faith. That clearly tells them how serious you are about the job, and it should be something related to the field. Okay, you can probably ask them, why did you choose to be a lecturer whilst nursing is a good job? All right, so they'll clearly give you a reason why they, like, you know, that kind of vibe, man. Try as much as possible to have questions for them. I don't mean you should ask them questions like the ones that I've given to you now. No, find your own question that you think when you ask them, they can easily answer you, and then it creates some kind of scene realization. And then one secret I can also give is that when you enter the room, please try as much as possible to make the panelists to be comfortable with you within a twinkle of an eye. It can be with a response from your first question that is being asked. If the first question that is being asked, you respond so well with such kind of commitment, they feel relaxed, and then they ask you questions on a very relaxed base. But if they see that you are afraid, your confidence level is very low, they'll go ahead and give you difficult questions. They'll keep on throwing questions around that probably it may intimidate you. Okay, probably it may intimidate you. And then lastly, our advice is what? Gather all your documents around. I've just released a video on the document that you need to what? Prepare for the nursing midwifery training interview. Please get all those documents ready before time, so that when you go, you can easily what? A your games and then go. Have it in mind that if you are being called for an interview, 2 or 3 or 4 people, and your document is not ready, do you think they will have time for you? So you need to what? Get all your documents, your best set, your result or original certificates, your testimonial, and any other document that will be as much as possible to get all of those documents ready before it's time, so that when you go, you can easily what? Push the judges away, give them the question, answer it, and then first of all you go, and so that when you go, you can easily what? Beat the imagination of the judges and what? Allow or make them what? Grant you admission on an instant note. Last year I had 2 people that have gotten admission, straight admission, right on the very day they have that interview, and they were given what? Their admission letter that very day before they leave for the house. So the next thing for them to do is what? To go and make payment for the crew, and then they start their journey. So you can equally do the same. Pay attention to every single detail in this video. I believe this resource on the channel that if you just watch is helpful. Please do me the honor, subscribe to the channel. This is the first time I'm coming across my channel, and like the video, share it with a friend, and I'll see you on the other side. And I will entreat each and every one of you watching this video to get a copy of the book, okay, Ultimate Nurses Guide, Journey to Nursing School. Pick up my number displayed on your screen and contact me and get a copy of the book for yourself. I will again add you to my WhatsApp group where you have your time to learn a lot for yourself. Or check out the description, but there's a link there. Click on it and buy the book online and read for yourself very well before you go in for the interview. Until then, I'll see you on the other side. My name is Don Holy.